The British one penny coin was first issued in 1971, and apart from 1972 has been issued every year for general circulation since. As we have in front of us here, we have starting in 1971 all the way up to the latest one that I currently have, which is 2016. In fact, in 2008, two different one penny coins were issued due to them having different reverse designs, which I will come on to later in the video. The reason why no 1972 one penny coins were issued for general circulation is because in 1971 they made over 1 trillion of them as we were preparing to go decimal, so the Royal Mint felt they didn't need to produce any more, which is why they were only minted for mint proof sets, and hence why this one's still in such good condition. These are the most expensive one penny coins in my collection of modern one penny coins, and it's about £8 online nowadays. All one penny coins should have a mass of 3.56 grams and a diameter of 20.3 millimeters. However, the earlier ones, those being from 1971 up until 1991, are made of bronze, being 97% copper. As such, they have a thickness of 1.52 millimeters. The Royal Mint had to change the composition of the coin because the amount of copper going into the coin actually cost more than 1 penny. So from 1992 up until the present day, all the coins made of copper-plated steel. This means they have a thickness of 1.65 millimeters. This graph shows the mintage figures of the one penny coin. As you can see, the y-axis is in the millions. So in 1971, over 1 trillion of them were minted. Then in 1972, it was down to a couple of thousand because of the proof sets. Since then, the mintage figures have always been in the hundreds of millions, and in 2000 it actually went back to just over 1 trillion. The amount they mint depends on how many they withdraw from circulation, and this mainly depends on the condition of the coins that they receive back from the banks. There have been 4 different portraits of the Queen used on the one penny coin since it has been first introduced. So from 1971 up until 1984, the Arnold Mackian portrait of the Queen was used. This features the Queen wearing the Girls of GB and Ireland tiara. This design was actually first used on the coins of Rhodesia in 1964. Then, from 1985 up until 1997, the Raphael Makhlouf portrait was used. This features the Queen wearing the George VI state diadem. Then in 1998 up until 2015, the Ian Rank Broodley portrait was used, and this again features the Queen wearing the Girls of GB and Ireland tiara. Then in 2015, Jodie Clark won an anonymous competition to design the new portrait of the Queen for the new coinage. And this once again features the Queen wearing the King George VI state diadem. In fact, in 2015, 2 coins were minted, one with the Jodie Clark portrait and one with the Ian Rank Broodley portrait. Since the one penny coin was first introduced, there have been 3 different reverse designs. The first was the chained portcullis design. This was actually a badge of Henry VII and is currently the badge of Westminster. The words New Penny are written above it and the number 1 below it. This design was used from 1971 up until 1981. Then the design changed, so from 1982 to 2008 the same portcullis design was there, however instead of the words New Penny, 1 penny was written instead. As you can see, the number 1 was still below it and the design itself was identical. Then, when the Royal Mint decided to change the design to the shield, so the 1 penny got the left hand side of the shield, and as you can see part of the Irish harp and one of the lions that make up the 3 lions of England. The words 1 penny are written on the left hand side. Because of this, in 2008 actually 2 coins were issued, one with the shield design and one with the old portcullis design. There are a couple of error 1 penny coins that I am aware of. Perhaps the most famous is when the 1999 1 penny, only one of them is known to exist, missed the copper plating process. So same size and shape pretty much as the 1 penny coin, but in the steel colour, as the 10p or 20p coin. In fact, it was actually slightly thinner due to the fact it had missed the copper plating process, and that's how the Royal Mint certified that it was in fact real. The other error coins are basically just misstruck coins, so they're not in the correct alignment or just half on the coin basically. One of these sold for £55 in 2018, another for £80 in 2017. The other interesting one is when a 1p blank somehow got into a 20p minting machine, and a 20p was minted on the 1p blank, giving it a bronze colour. This actually sold for £160 at auction in 2018. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave any comments down below for any future videos.